Okay, so we're going to start this Little Wing tutorial with a look at the intro, which is just an absolute classic. You're going to see that he's going to be working off of a lot of chords and embellishing them all. And he's going to be doing this all through the intro, all through the two verses. So you get a really good workout in things that you can do around these chords. So let's get started. We're going to start with this E figure up here, where you can basically just take your thumb, if you want, up on the 6th string, and just do a little quick little, and then come over and hold with the downstroke there, and then barring these top two strings with your first finger, and or you can just chug in and hit that E like that, and either way it sounds fine. But just take these two. The most essential thing is take these top two notes and upstroke them and slide them down. Then you hit just the low 6th string, E, open, and then mute the strings with your left hand, and then just do two quick breaks, down, up. So we have, all right. Then we start the little figures here. The first one's going to be like this. Now all we're doing here is we started the 5th string open, hammer on the 2, and then hit the 3rd string open. And then while you're doing that open G there, use as an opportunity to come up and to the 5th fret. Shift to the 5th fret with your first finger and go. And that is just going to be a hammer on. Cover 5, the 2 5s on the 4th and 5th string. Hit those together. Hammer on the 7 on the 5th string. Then come over to the 2 middle 5s on 2 middle strings, the 3rd and 4th. Hit those twice. And on the second one, do a hammer on at the 7. So we have and then we come back to the all right, so now we're going, this was over that was all kind of over an E, and then we got to the G. This is off a G root note with your thumb. So pick that, come over with your thumb, pick that with the downstroke, then hit the 3rd string open G string. And then have a bar at the 3rd fret with your first finger and do a quick little trill when you hit those 2 strings together. Hammer on the 5 and pull back off to the 3. Just a 5 on the 1st string. It's kind of easy to do with your thumb, so it goes. And then you can hit those top 2 strings again at least. Or you're going to come down and hold this G chord. It's kind of how Hendrix did his, he didn't really do bar chords like this. He liked to play them like this. And we have the 3rd finger at the 5th fret, 4th string, 2nd finger at the 4th fret, 3rd string, and then 1st finger at the 3rd fret, 2nd string. And you're barring that right there. So when we did this little, when you hit that again, you have the whole G there. Now we start this little figure. And all that is basically you're hitting the 2nd and 3rd string. You see how right now we have it as just a 1 and 2, just 3rd and 4th fret. But what we're going to do is we're going to rotate. So we're going to pull that off. Since we have this right here, we're going to use our pinky to go to that 5 underneath the 3rd finger there. So what we're going to do, when we pick those 2, the 3 and 4, you're going to hammer on that 5 with your pinky on that 3rd string. Okay? Just try to get that finger out of the way so you can see it. All right? So we have this. And then you pick back and forth. Just down, up, down, up. Just 5, 4, 5, 4. You're always picking those 2nd and 3rd string the whole time. Started with a hammer on, then. And then you end it with a downstroke on this 5. Then you just move your thumb up to the A on the 6th string at this 5th fret, and then we have this figure. So that's just hammer on from 5 to 7 on the 5th string, come over and play the 2 5s on the 3rd and 4th string, and then come back down to the 7th. Then come over to the 2 5s at the 2nd and 3rd strings. So we played those 2 2nd and 3rd strings together, hammered the 7 onto the 3rd string only, but you still got that 2nd string ringing. That 2nd string's 5 ringing. Come back and hit those 2 5s. Come over to the 4th string and hit the 5 and hammer on to 7 real quick, and then kill it. So all together so far. Then come over to the, and that is just basically a hammer on from 5 to 7 again, the little ending here. Play 5 on the 4th string, and then reach over and grab the 7 and slide it down. You can slide into that if you want. Kind of sounds like he slides into it there. And then we have this open E. So come up, and this is gonna be based around an E minor 7. All right. So get a bar at the 7th fret from across the first 5 strings, and we're gonna basically have. Basically, all you really need is this first finger and this second finger here. The second finger is gonna be playing the 8th fret on the 2nd string. You're going to pick, so when you pick the 0, then you pick 7 on the 5th string, then come up and hit 8 and do a quick hammer pull to 10 with your pinky on the 2nd string. Then hit the 3rd string where that 7, you're already barring it. So we have this. Sorry. Then we're going to quickly come down and do this little phrase. So all that is you start with a power chord, 7 and 9, on 7 on the 5th, 9 on the 4th, hit that twice. Then you pick up the 3rd finger and put your pinky at the 10th fret on the 5th string. And you want that still going with you still want that 7 bar that's playing on the, so when you play 10 on the 5th, and 7 on the 4th. Then come to the 2 middle strings, and that is just, I've still got the whole bar going there, letting these notes like run into one another all you want. The 2 7s, hit them twice. On the second one, do a hammer on 9. So it goes, then back down to the 2 7s. So we have this so far. And then come back down to the 10 on the 5th string. You're going to hit the 10 and the 2 middle 7s together. 3 strings. And then 7 7 7, 5, 4th and 3rd string. So we have. Then come over and grab the B on the 7th fret, 6th string, and this was a little bit difficult maneuver. We're going to have this B here, and then the 3rd finger is going to play the 9 next on the 4th string. And he holds his minor chords like he did his major this way. He does his minors like that, with this 5th string muted out with the top of the 3rd finger. So we have, then you come up and you're doing this bar with the 3rd finger here, the 1st finger at the 7th fret across the first 3 strings. Reach your pinky up there and just play that 7 on the 2nd string and this 9 on the 1st string together, and then you move that 9 up to 10 and then back. So underneath that chord, it's like this. Now if you would like, you can go, which is probably, you you can just kind of play that 9 and then just come over. Probably the more sensible way of doing it, but depends on how many notes you want to keep going in the hand. You have to let them go to do that. So anyway, when you go 7 and 9, 10, and then come down to the second fret, second string, I'm sorry, and 7, hammer on to the 10, and then come over to the 7 on the first string. So we have, and then you play the 7, the 9, 7, and 7 together real quick. So we have, then we have a quick little passing chord. And what's going on here is he's got this B flat here at the 6th fret with his thumb, and he has that major shape again that we did here at the G at the 6th fret here, 7th fret on the 3rd, 8th fret on the 4th, and the top of the 3rd finger there is muting that 5th string. So when he does this little passing chord, he picks that low B flat and then picks that muted. You can also help it mute with the bottom of the thumb if you can reach it over that far. So he goes 6th string, hit that muted string, and then hit the 2 strings, the 8 and 7 again. Then we've made it down to the A minor chord. And we have this phrase. So that's basically this. Play 5 and kill it. Come to the 2 middle strings. You're going to be do a bar here across 5 strings with your or all 6 strings with your first finger, and take your 7th fret 4th string with your 3rd finger. So you're going to play these 2 middle strings, 7 and 5 together. So you can hear that 5, and you're going to do a quick hammer with the pinky. It's kind of a stretch. If you want to maybe grab it like this first. You might want to, it might be easier for you if you can do this with your 2nd finger. But anyway, you do the 7 and 9, then back to, you do a quick little hammer, still hearing that, then pick 7 and 5 again, down to 5 and 5. This is all the 2 middle strings. And then we come down to the 8, 5, 5. And then 5, 5 on the 4th and 5th string. So we have, then we're back to the 2 middle string 5s, and just do that same. You hit it twice, hammer on, then you pick that again, then take your first finger, slide it to 7, and then slide up to the 3rd fret with your thumb. We're back down to the G majors. So we have this. And just kind of get that going. Now we're at the G, finally, we're towards the end here. The 3rd finger, 5th fret, 4th string, 1st finger, 2nd fret, 3rd fret, sorry, 2nd string, and then your pinky at the 5th fret up here on the 1st string. Have that going, hit this low G, and go pick, you're going to have this middle, the 4th string, the 3rd string open G ringing 2. Hit those notes and slide them up 2 frets. And you basically pick it and slide it back down. And then hit this low G again, and then hit that chord again, and bring it down to the 1st fret. And when you get there, start doing this down, up, down, up. You're taking this low F here and just doing a get that little rhythmic pulse going. Hold a C major chord now, and then take the 3rd finger off and pick the C major and hammer on that 3rd finger. Okay, so that's easy. 3rd fret on 5th string, 2nd fret, 4th string, 1st fret, 2nd string, but you're going to hammer on. And as soon as you get that hammer on, take your 2nd finger and move it over to the 2nd fret on the 3rd string and pick that. You have this 2 and 1. Pick those 2 strings, then lay your pinky down at the 3rd fret on the 2nd string. So now you have 2 and 3 there. And then back to the 2 and 1. So we have all right, and we're going to end it by just slide it up to this B power chord, 5th string, 5th fret, and then 4th string, 7th fret. And just go back and forth between those 5 and 7. And then we're going to end it with this phrase. So all that is a bar of the 7th fret again across the 2nd, 3rd, and 4th strings. Get those 3 notes in there. We now have that F sharp in there. So we picked it, hammered on to the 9 on the 4th string, and then did a down up on across the 7s again. And then come down to the 10 on the 5th string with your pinky and hit the 2 7s here, middle strings with it. And then 7, 7, 7, and then pick it again and do a hammer on the 9th fret, 5th string. So we have, actually hit those 7s twice. So we have this all together up here. Pick it, do that thing, and just slide it down. And that's it for the intro. Now on to the verses.